ship for ultra quiet.
Alright. Ross cruising along at...
Con, sonar, new contact bearing 262, designated Sierra 1.
Alright, we are right underneath the enemy here. They've gone active. And once again, I got caught with the time accelerator on. I'm right underneath one of the enemy submarines. Interesting. Okay.
Con.
Hello ladies and chaps, and a jolly good welcome to you. I am Quertier. Thank you very, very much for joining me for this live comment recording coming to you from Cold Waters. And this is the 10th of December 1968 at 0600 hours. War has been declared. The Warsaw Pact nations have launched their offensive into Western Europe, and war has been declared. World War III has begun, and we've been given orders. I am assigned to HMS OCELOT, a Royal Navy diesel-electric Oberon Class submarine. Intelligence estimates indicate that enemy Spetsnaz commandos will land from submarine in the vicinity of Torshavn within the next week. You are ordered to intercept and eliminate them before they land. Primary objective, locate and sink the enemy submarines transporting the Spetsnaz commandos. Secondary objective, locate and sink any escorting submarines if possible. To try and avoid detection from ASW patrols. That's that's not a bad move. That's more of a no-brainer than anything. Now then, before I get started, I do have to jiggle around with my torpedoes because I want to try and keep it as realistic as possible, and this might even cause me to fail my first mission because it's imperative that I do this. The target fish, to my knowledge, did not come into service with the Royal Navy, or didn't come into service at all until 1980s, I believe. So I'm going to get rid of them, and I'm going to replace them with Mark 20S, which was like the one used before. That's going to take 19 hours. Now, it says within the next week this Spetsnaz attack is expected. So let's get stuck into the action and hope that the enemy hasn't gotten to Torshavn already. Right, so anchors away. Torshavn is right there in the Faroe Islands. Danish territory. So let's try and get there before the enemy submarine does. And hopefully that is a thing. That might even be the enemy submarine right there, heading west off the Norwegian coast. I think it is. Let's see where it goes. Sort of keep tracking it. Oh, we've kind of lost sight. Oh, bugger. That must be it there. It's trying to go round about the way. Now, just as we engaged, I did notice another submarine icon coming down the Norwegian coast. So this might not even be our target. But we have a contact at bearing 13. I've closed to 10 kiliyards, or at least I'm hoping to. So that is happy days. All hands, man action stations. Let's get stuck in.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
We're at 600 feet. I'm instantly going to ultra quiet, or silent running as we like to call it in the UK. And I've forgotten the bearing of the enemy ship already.
Con, sonar, new contact bearing 011, designated Sierra 1.
Never mind, at least we know the sonar works. Right, that's handy because I was about to despair then. Now, what could this be? I doubt very much if it's a Yankee. Or even a Charlie. Victor 1, possibly. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. The reading isn't brilliant. It's not good. November, possibly. Romeo. Possibly a whiskey. I have a feeling it's a whiskey.
Con, sonar, Sierra 1 is classified as submerged submarine.
So let's plot a course towards it. It is at a bearing of 5 at the moment.
Come left to 006, helm aye.
And let's give chase. Now they are right there. So let's raise our depth to 500.
Make depth 500 feet, dive high.
They are at about 350 approximately. That's a rough estimate there. I don't know what they're at, but hopefully that is the thing carrying the Spetsnaz. So they're diesel electric as well. If I bring this thing up, semi-noisy. It's a semi-noisy diesel electric. The whiskey is. Nothing too fancy. Quite old. I believe it came out not long after World War II finished. 13 knots max speed. Blimey, even I'm faster than that, and I can only do 17 knots. So similar sort of test depth to what I have in the Oberon here. 655. Yes. Let's continue the chase. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn ahead of it slightly, or turn with it I should say, so that I can fire off a torpedo from tube number 2, and hopefully it won't detect the transient, because it'll be on my submarine will master transient. Hopefully, I don't know if that is a real mechanic in this game, but I've seen others do it. It seems to work, so I'm going to give it a try. We're closing to 400 feet. They're actually turning kind of in front. They're going to be turning in front of us according to this readout here. They're kind of turning in my general direction. So before they can kind of get a bearing on me, I am going to fire off my torpedo at them and see how they like it. So, tube 2.
Shoot tube 2. Aye, sir.
And judging by the fact that they didn't instantly go to active pinging, I'm going to suspect that they heard nothing. So let's just let that run towards them, and I'm just going to keep heading in this general direction. I'm going to turn back towards it actually, because they've turned away slightly. So a nice gentle turn towards it, so as not to snap the cable. And there's no sign of any other submarine here. They must not have detected anything, because they're not really manoeuvring much. Although they are.
Fire control, weapon acquired.
Okay, they're going to start dancing now, hopefully. They have sped up and they have turned away earlier on, so I'm thinking they may have, in fact, detected that.
Con sonar, noisemaker, bearing 317.
Okay, let's release the noisemaker and take control of the torpedo so as to avoid it. It's trying to pull it round to the right.
Fire control, weapon acquired.
Off the noisemaker, but I'm not going to let it. I'm going to keep heading it straight towards the enemy, shortest possible route. They're doing all sorts of fancy, spicy dancing footwork now to try
fire
and
control, weapon acquired.
try and outrun this thing or outturn it. No, it's no good. Go.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 1. Last bearing 314. Contact breaking up.
So from Comsublant for HMS OCELOT, excellent performance locating and eliminating enemy submarines transporting Spetsnaz commandos. Await further orders. So that was my target. We've sent them to the bottom. That's one team of Spetsnaz that's not going to be carrying any missions on NATO territory. 12th of December 1968 at 1000 hours. Intel reports that a wolf pack of enemy diesel-electric attack submarines will sail within the next 7 days and attempt to transit the GI-UK area. So that's the UK, Greenland, Iceland, UK basically, the stretch of sea between them. They must be sunk before they get the opportunity to cause mayhem along the North Atlantic convoy routes. Intelligence believes the pack may consist of one or more Juliet-class cruise missile submarines and an escort of Foxtrot or Romeo class attack submarines. It may even be the little sub icon over there. Yep, that is them right there. Oh, what's happened? Something's gone on. So West Germany has been conquered. West Germany has fallen into Soviet control after crushing assaults on the nation's capital and key strategic points. So NATO is being pushed further west towards the English Channel. It's not a good sign, is it? Right, let's see if we can try and rebalance things a bit, shall we?
0 knots.
All right.
Maneuvering aye.
We've just picked up a transient launch, torpedo launch. I
Con,
can't see it
dive
though.
at 200 feet. Dive by.
I brought my depth to 200. Where is his transient? Where is his torpedo? Now, if I can see where the torpedo is coming from, then I will know roughly where the enemy are. In fact, we can hear their pings now.
Con sonar, switching to passive search.
Let's turn it off.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
Let's go silent. Definitely heard a ping. Definitely heard a active sonar ping. And over there,
Make
2 torpedoes.
turns for 1 4 knots. Maneuvering aye.
Let's go deep. So what's that? What bearing is that? That is approximately bearing 300. There's at least 2 torpedoes coming my way, it would seem.
Passing 300 feet.
I doubt if it's from... It's probably from the same submarine. I don't think it'll be from 2 separate submarines, but it's probably the escort coming at me.
Passing 400 feet.
And I need to make some headway to get away from them torpedoes before they go active.
Passing 500 feet.
Yeah, let's go 600.
Make depth 600 feet. Dive by.
Now the risk I have here is if I go to run silent and they detect me, then I've then got to try and put the speed on, and I don't really want to be caught going at 5 knots when the torpedoes lock on, because I have very little manoeuvrability, and it will take me a few seconds just to build up some speed. So rather dodgy turn of events really, but they appear to be... I know I've just dived for the deck here, but they appear to be quite high up. Oh god.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
Right, they've got active. That torpedo is now circling.
Con maneuvering. Making turns for 1 4 knots.
No, he's not. He's doing that search thing. Oh my gosh, this is going to be really, really, really dodgy. I'm about as deep as I dare go as well. It's searching in my direction. It's a very good chance it will detect me. And then I've got the other torpedo to deal with as well. I'm at my test depth now. The other torpedo seems to have veered off. No, it's doing it. That's also going. That's going into a circle search, and that is just searching. Let's turn towards where they came from. Please, just continue past me, please. Do not detect me. There is not a submarine here. Go away. One of the torpedoes just detonated, the active seeker. Hopefully that one will go soon. Then I can put on some speed and start heading in that general direction for a bit, because I'm still cruising at 5 knots, running silent, and I don't really want to change that. Okay, the other torpedo's just detonated, so now I'm going to put on some speed. In fact, I'm going to go full speed.
Make turns for 1 7
Start
knots.
pressing on towards
Maneuvering aye.
where the shots came from, or where I think they came from.
Maneuvering. Making turns for
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
Alright, Ross cruising along at...
Con sonar, new contact bearing 262, designated Sierra 1.
Alright, we are right underneath the enemy here. They've gone active. And once again, I got caught with the time accelerator on. I'm right underneath one of the enemy submarines. Interesting. Okay.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 1, last bearing 2, 4, 5. Contact breaking up.
Very interesting. They seem to have killed themselves. What is that? Is that a whiskey? That's a whiskey. How strange. How very strange indeed. Oh, it saved me a torpedo. They fired a torpedo. It went active straight away. They obviously heard me because I was cruising underneath them at full speed, flank speed, and they fired their torpedo. It went active straight away and came about and smashed right into them.
Sonar Sierra 1 is classified as submerged submarine.
He's dead, mate. He's dead. That's the whiskey. I suspect that was the one, at least one of the escorts. Judging by the fact that nothing else has kind of opened up on me, probably the only escort. So I'm now expecting there to be one, but possibly two cruise missile submarines. I might try and lay off the time accelerator now because every time I put that on, I seem to get shot at. So let's go up to, in fact, let's go up to 200 feet.
Make depth 200
Roughly
feet,
where they
dive
were.
by.
Oh, I think they're around about 200 feet. See if I can't perhaps go active and find out where the missile submarine is. That was really, really interesting. I've never seen that happen before. The torpedo did an immediate full circle, smashed right into them. It was quite hilarious, actually. Okay, just picked up another transient from over there. So I'm going to dive again. That is obviously one of the... Well, that might be another escort, I don't know. But
Con
that's
sonar
also gone
switching
active.
to passive search.
Oh, there's another torpedo launch there.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
Oh gosh, two torpedoes coming my way.
Passing 300 feet.
Let's get them a torpedo back in their general direction.
Shoot 2-1. Aye, sir.
Oh, too much. What the hell? I didn't mean to do that.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
I did not mean to do that. That was the wrong way to shoot. I meant to shoot that way.
Passing 400 feet.
Oh, bollocks. Right, comes the first torpedo now.
Con sonar, torpedo in the water, torpedo in the water, bearing 3, 2, 8.
Oh god, oh god, oh god. That has definitely detected me.
Make turns for 17
Oh,
knots.
I can't do anything.
Maneuvering aye.
I'm fucked.
Passing 600 feet.
Right, dodge that one. Oh, they're both turning off. This one's coming back around. I'm really, really deep now. I've gone past my test depth. That torpedo's coming back
Passing
around.
700 feet.
I don't want to go any deeper than that. Oh shit.
Con, torpedo room 2-1 ready. Passing 700 feet.
Con sonar, new contact bearing 3, 4, 0. Designated Sierra 2.
Right, we have another torpedo coming in.
Passing 700 feet.
Oh good. It found the wreckage. That's nice. Alright. Oh, I'm never gonna figure out what it is when I'm running at full speed. I think there's two enemy subs here because, well, that torpedo oh, is that my torpedo? That might be my torpedo actually, the one I shot like a knobhead. Right, Sierra 2 is
Con sonar. Sierra
Romeo.
2 is classified as submerged submarine.
So Romeo, and that means that is probably my main target.
Shoot 2-1. Aye, sir.
Torpedo away. It's just gonna detect them. Come on, they're cavitating. It's got to hit them at least. Or are British torpedoes this bad that it's not even going to detect that thing cavitating up there? Come on, really? I'm shocked. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm actually shocked. They're cavitating up there, and the torpedo doesn't hear a bloody thing.
Con, dive at 200 feet. Dive by.
Tube 4.
Shoot 2-4. Aye, sir.
Come on. It's really, really not going to detect them, is it? Oh, it has. Bloody hell. Let's just hope they don't start firing off bleeding noisemakers and stuff everywhere. No, there we go. Yes, excellent.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 2, last bearing 216. Contact breaking up.
Okay, reload. Splendid. Excellent initiative. However, this is not your mission target. What? Okay. That wasn't my target, apparently. That's rather annoying. So I'm going to have to keep hunting them down. Rather worryingly, actually. That might be them there. Moving down the coast now. So I've wasted some torpedoes on nothing. I think that is them. Thank you very much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do leave a like. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe. There'll be a lot more Cold Waters coming to my channel, so stick around. I'm hoping to make this a kind of story/career series. So don't forget to join my Discord and follow me on Patreon and Twitter. All links will be in the description below. Thank you once again for watching. I'm Quertier. I hope you have a very nice day and hope to see you again very, very soon. Goodbye.